I'm about to hop on a ferry to go see some caves that were carved out of rock in the 6th and 7th century. Let's see how they look. Garapuri, or the City of Caves, often known as Elephanta Caves, were master carvings done 1,500 years ago. But they were also neglected and defaced by foreign armies. What are they like today? Let's go see. Do a vada pav for breakfast. Looks like there's no idli, no puri. We'll do the vada pav. I'm disappointed. They don't even have like a fryer to cook it up, no butter. Just in front of the Gateway of India, they have these booking windows. $260 to take the luxury ferry over there. Luxury meaning you ride up on the top berth. And then once you're there, you'll pay another fee. 40 rupees for Indian tourists, 600 for foreign tourists. The ferries leave from the Gateway of India about every 30 minutes. Cost me maybe $3, $4 to get a ticket. Luxury meaning you're up on the top floor so you get nice and sunburnt. And but some beautiful views of the city, the bay, the ocean, the island you'll see. We're gonna be riding on something that looks like that. Looks pretty sturdy. Very un-Titanic looking, which is good. Okay, you gotta pay 10 rupees more to get up on the top deck, which we are definitely doing. Topside deck, comfortable chairs. I am a little worried though about the seasickness. The boat's rocking a bit. What do you guys think? Odds of seasickness? 50%? 70? 20? We will see. The boat trip takes about an hour, and if we look out that way, you can see the island off in the distance on a clear day. Typically it's a bit hazy, so you can't see it though. We are off already, getting a nice sea breeze, got some good shade, seeing some views of the harbor. We have arrived on Elephanta Island and no sickness. That's a win. See if we can get this toy train to the hill. It's about a 30-minute walk otherwise. I mean, when you get the chance to take a toy train, you gotta take the train, I think. Especially if you're making a video. Better visuals. You're a tour guide?
Yeah,
oh,
born and brought up on the island.
What kind of price are we talking?
1,200 rupees.
1,200. That's too much for me.
2-hour tour.
Okay, Trikal here is going to give us a nice tour of this beautiful place. Trikal lives here on this island, so he offered me a fair price. We're going to do a tour. Yeah, I'm curious to learn because the history of these islands, or the caves, isn't it have some Buddhism, but it's Shiva.
Shiva only.
Yeah, Shiva only. Only Shiva only. Made in the 6th and 7th century?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. I need a quick snack before we go. Any good, what's the best food here?
Yeah.
Best food?
Yeah, best food is vada pav, Pav Bhaji.
Okay. We're gonna walk, but if you prefer to ride in style, you can. A lot of little souvenir shops here if you want a hat to keep the sun off. You are married?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm 30 years old, but I'm not married.
Well, there's only 1,200 women, you know, you gotta go to Mumbai. The monkeys here are pretty devious. You gotta keep an eye on them. They'll take your water bottle, take off the top, take it down. They only prefer cool, you know, they're like Americans. They like their water cold, not room temperature, even though it's against Ayurveda. But you know, Americans and monkeys, we don't care. We like the cold temp. So at the first entrance gate, you gotta pay $5 entry fee to get in. A quick tea and a Pav Bhaji before we hike up the mountain. Ooh, they added spices too to that. So we got a lot of butter and we have spices. Ooh, I can already tell this one's gonna be a good one. So good. That says good fruit right there. So highly recommend for a little snack on the way up the hill. We're starting to climb the 120 steps up the hill to the caves. There are also some palanquins that you can take. They have 4 people carrying a chair, take you up the mountain if you physically can't do that. All right, we're almost finished with our 120 steps. Here is the sign. Yay. This is a UNESCO heritage site, was named that in 1987. Behind me is the Elephanta Caves, which actually have a different name. Let's go do a full tour. The locals called this the City of Caves, or Garapuri, but the Portuguese who ruled this area for a time called them the Elephanta Caves. When they landed, there was a massive sculpture of an elephant on the island. The sculpture was later moved by the British, damaged in the process, and now sits in a museum in Mumbai. The caves were first cut by a Chalukya king, and they took about 150 years to finish. And there's a lot of mystery and dispute about how this came to be, what it means, and who damaged it. But it's certain the creator was a devotee of Shiva, and the sculptures tell popular Hindu mythologies of the time. One of them is considered a masterpiece. Oh, yeah. Fanny Panji?
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Elephanta Island. First coming on the Elephanta Island from Karnataka is the south side king. Name is Chalukya. Chalukya dynastic these caves.
There are 5 caves with Hindu sculptures. We're in the main cave, which is the main attraction. There are 9 sculptures cut from the solid basalt rock of the cave and arranged in a mandala pattern. Each sculpture tells a detailed story. It would take hours to cover them, and their meanings have been debated. But here's what I learned. The Shiva Lingam has 8 guards, 4 entrances, and is at the center of the Shiva festival celebrated here in March. It is one of the only sculptures in this cave that wasn't damaged.
Look, this is a Shiva. Shiva there is give the dance pose, and Shiva there is a start the Tandav dance.
Shiva is shown in motion as the cosmic dancer. He's dancing to drive the demon away, and his face resembles the form of Shiva that preserves and sustains all of creation, and especially creative energy.
Shiva God is make the yoga. That's why on the yoga Shiva God make the
Here Shiva is seated in the lotus pose and viewed with respect as the first yogi. This one's the wedding of Shiva and Parvati in King Parvata's palace. This carving is 16 feet in height, showing half Shiva and half Parvati with 4 arms.
Male and female, both also equal and both also dependent both. That's why this position give half male and half female. Ardhanari Nateshwar. Look, this is also Shiva God figure. Watch you teeth and eyes. Shiva is very angry. You know why is he angry? Because Shiva God near this is a demon figure. This demon name is Andhakasur. You know, Andhakasur actually Shiva and Parvati child.
Here Shiva is killing a demon representing darkness. In this one, the demon king Ravenna is holding up Shiva and Parvati at their home in Mount Kailash in the Himalayas. Here Shiva's bringing the river Ganges down from the heavens. Getting a little warm out here, but inside it's much cooler. So impressive, the detail in these carvings. Many of them were of course destroyed when the Portuguese came and took control of the area, but there's still a lot that remains, and the awe you feel standing under an intricately carved statue from 1,500 years ago is inspiring. Now, as you could see, all of those sculptures were damaged. Some blame the Gujarati Sultanate, who ruled the island first. Many claim the Portuguese used these sculptures as target practice. And I'd bet some people blame the British for not preserving them more. But the primary sculpture has remained undamaged and is considered a masterpiece. This 3-headed Shiva represents creation, destruction, and protection. Here's the main attraction in the Elephanta Caves, the 3-headed god. On the right, he's holding a lotus bud, inspiring life and creativity. On the left, his face is a terrifying symbol of chaos and destruction. And in the center, he looks down at the tourists meditatively.
First coming king complete this mission and going to back. Second coming Portugal, all statue destroyed. Only this statue not destroyed.
During the British rule, many Europeans visited the caves on their trips to Bombay, and many wrote about it in their memoirs. Some criticized it, saying it had nothing of beauty or art, but others called it an enormous artwork of extraordinary genius. After India's independence, the government of India restored the main cave, and in the 1980s, UNESCO declared it a World Heritage Site, saying it represents a masterpiece of human creative genius. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. So tough to describe that place in words. I would definitely recommend getting a tour. Met a guy just on the boat here, Tiracol, I think his name was. Very good, reasonable prices. He taught me way more than I ever wanted to know about the Elephanta Caves, and I'll definitely have a deeper appreciation for the history of that time and other good stuff like that. If you like the video, please click the like button, help it go out to more people. Stay tuned for another video about beautiful India. More coming about Mumbai. In the distance, you can see Mumbai. I'm about to take an hour ferry ride back. If you want more videos about this beautiful city, click here.